What's up, all my friends out there in YouTube land? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Demarius Jackson. So it's been a while since I made a video. I've been very busy these past couple of weeks. Actually, I just got back from Tokyo a few days ago. I was participating in the Japan Self-Defense Force Marching Festival. So in this festival, my band that I'm with here in Okinawa, Japan, participated with several other foreign allied nation bands, and it's kind of like an exhibition show. So I have some clips of it on the screen here where we did kind of a marching show, and then there's also combined performances with other bands. It's overall a great time. It's at a wonderful stadium called Yoyogi, I believe it's National Stadium or National Auditorium up in Tokyo. I had a blast. Also, while I was there, I had the opportunity to visit a store called Win Bros, or I'm pretty sure it's Win Brothers, but it's called Win Bros. Now, I've heard of this store for a very long time. So I had a couple of friends that were in Japan and Tokyo before I got here that told me about it, and I've read about it on a couple of forums as well. But if you're a saxophone player, this is the kind of place that you need to be. There are all kinds of saxophones there, some that I never heard of, ranging from modern to vintage horns. I mean, just a plethora of horns were in this shop. And so one of the horns that I got the opportunity to try was a vintage Mark VI. So if you don't know, I used to have a Mark VI maybe a couple of years ago. It was a later serial number. It was like a 200,000 series. So it was up there. But, you know, it was original lacquer. I loved the horn. My problem is I'm kind of an aggressive player. That's something I'm working on. Probably I'll make a video about in the future. But I play very hard, and I'm trying to lighten my touch, if you will. And I kept breaking it over and over again. You know, I could blame it on it being a vintage horn, but a lot of that, I'll probably say like 90% of it was honestly all me. So I switched to a modern horn. But while I was there, I got to play on I believe it was a 55 or 56,000 series Mark VI, so one of the very first in production, and it was close to mint. I was so excited to play it. I barely even got a chance to take pictures of it. Luckily, a friend of mine recorded some clips of me trying to play the thing. I'll cut to a clip of that now. But long story short, it was a gorgeous horn, and it played, oh, it was like butter. I could sit there honestly in that shop and play that horn forever. But then I took a look at the price tag. So this horn was 1,700,000 yen. Yeah, that's right, 1,700,000 yen, which is equivalent to $15,610.90. And you know, that really got me thinking, at what point does the price inflation end? Now, granted, this is a great horn, and I guess personally, if I had $15,000 to throw down on the horn, it was so awesome, I would buy it. But at what point do we switch over and just maybe get a modern horn that doesn't cost as much? Because at least in my honest opinion, and the mouthpiece changes and the horn changes that a lot of saxophone players do, at the end of the day, when I record myself, I kind of honestly end up sounding pretty much the same. Now, that's not to say that your equipment doesn't matter. It matters greatly. It matters a lot in your playing. It can make you feel comfortable. It can make you feel uncomfortable, make you sound bright, make you sound dark. But honestly, a lot of times at the end of the day, the sound that I have in my head, a lot of times is what put out into the world. So, long story short, I like to make these things quick. If I had the money, honestly, I would buy the horn. However, I rest assured there are many modern horns out there, in just my honest opinion, that can probably get the job done just as well and may make you feel more comfortable, or on the other side of things, may make you feel uncomfortable. But I thought that was just a cool thing to share with you. I've seen horns like this before. If you ever visited a shop called Sax Quest, I think it's in St. Louis. I honestly can't remember. I've been kind of all around the place here these last couple of years, but That shop is a wonderful shop. It's kind of in the same vein as Wind Bros in Shibuya in Tokyo, where they actually have a museum. And I saw all kinds of horns that I've never, like sarusophones and all kinds of things. And they had an equivalent. I want to say they had the same Mark VI, maybe from that same serial number era, that they weren't actually even offering to sell. But I remember asking somebody that worked there if they were to sell it, how much it would be, and they said about $12,000. So the moral of the story is this: if you have a Mark VI, keep it, because you could probably make some money out of it. But at the end of the day, you should probably play on what you feel comfortable playing, what you can afford to play, and honestly, what would make you sound the best. Anyway, I'm back on the grind. I'll get some more videos out there for you. Comment, like, subscribe, visit my website, www.demariusjackson.com. I got a lot of free PDFs there, and I will catch you on the next video. Out.